evening, everybody. Welcome to the Port Neches-Groves reservation for this game between the West Orange Stark Mustangs and the Indians of Port Neches-Groves. I'm Charlie Jetland alongside Bob West for the Port Arthur News Friday Night Experience, the 18th year, Bob.
18 and counting, Charlie. I was a young guy when we started this.
I tell you what, we're looking forward to this fine matchup between the Mustangs of West Orange Stark and the Indians of Port Neches-Groves, both undefeated, but they each had a different road going there. P&G kind of had to hold on last week.
Yeah, they had a tough game with Silsby. Won it when they broke up a two-point pass in the end zone in the final seconds. West Orange Stark extremely dominating in an 18-0 win over LCM. They held the Bears to 3 first downs and 46 total yards. And you know, when you score more points than the other team gets first downs, that's pretty dominant.
Well, you know, it's kind of interesting. You know, P&G, a 4A team playing its second 3A opponent in a row, and West Orange Stark's the other way around. But when you look at quality, they're kind of two different teams. West Orange Stark with the suffocating defense, and Port Neches-Groves rebuilding a little bit that magnificent offense they had last year.
Yeah, I mean, they lost some really good football players when you start thinking about Jason Nelson and Caleb Harmon and the other guys that are gone from that defense. I believe they lost 7 guys off their offense. P&G did. West Orange Stark, on the other hand, has 7 starters back from a defense that only allowed 226 yards a game. And, of course, West Orange went 4 games deep into the playoffs.
We'd like to give a shout out to our corporate sponsors of the Port Arthur News Friday Night Experience: BASF Bena Petrochemicals, Lamar University Beaumont, the Medical Center of Southeast Texas, Lamar State College Port Arthur, Community Bank of Texas, Market Basket, Motiva Enterprises, 5 Point Community Federal Credit Union, Mike Fulgence at United Coin and Bullion. We appreciate y'all. Without you, we could not be here, and I can't think of any other place I'd rather be. The turf, the brand new turf here at the reservation looks great.
Looks really good, Charlie. It sure does. And yeah, it's always fun to do a game out here. Of course, their facilities pretty much second to none, not only in Southeast Texas, but just about anywhere you go for doing a high school football game.
West Orange Stark won the toss. They deferred to the second half, so the Port Neches-Groves Indians send back Caleb Clark and Logan Chipman to return the kickoff.
And I think the key tonight, P&G playing a senior quarterback, A.J. Smith, but he's a young quarterback in terms of playing time. Didn't play last year, so he's going to be under some real pressure tonight against this defense.
This big kick by Jaquise Beasley, who starts both ways, offensive and defensive line, goes through the end zone. Now, last week I failed my Bob West trivia question when I didn't know of the rule change. So I can tell you right now that they're coming out to the 25-yard line.
You're not going to be tempted to question the officials when they put it down there, huh?
No, sir. And I went back and reread the article several times to make sure I understood that article in the Port Arthur News, Football Extravaganza. What is that a good title for it?
That's good. We'll settle for that.
Okay.
We don't call it that, but tell you, there's a lot of effort that goes into that. David Coleman, Tom Halliburton, and some other folks really put some work into that.
David Coleman alongside us today. He'll keep us up to date on the stats. And that's your shout out, Dave. That's all you get, man. Sorry. Smith's up and throwing. He's looking for a stop route, and it's a comebacker, almost intercepted. Great defense there by the chain gang.
The one thing you like about A.J. Smith, man, he is a 6'5" guy. He can see over the rush, but he's going to see a lot of a rush tonight. I think these guys, West Orange has 4 guys already Division I commitments off their defense.
3 receivers to the right-hand side for number 15, Smith. And like you say, the tallest guy out there, 6'5". Fakes the handoff again, feels pressure, and there's a well-set-up screen pass to number 9, Spencer Womack.
And well-executed play, but you saw West Orange Stark quickness reacting to the ball. When the ball was completed, I thought they were going to get a first down, and Watch now. The screen is set. Look at it. You got 4 blockers out there, and all of a sudden there's a lot of white shirts around him.
So it's 3rd down and 4 for the Indians. Inside trap play to Womack. He's diving, but he's going to be just short of the 35-yard line. He's going to come up about a half yard short, and again, that play looked like it was going to go for further.
Watch the replay here. Well-conceived play. There's a lot of daylight at the line of scrimmage, but West Orange closes so quickly. So are they going to go, or do they have a deal like Nederland does where the quarterback punts it away from a short formation?
He's in the quick kick formation.
I'll be surprised if they don't kick it. Playing against this defense, boy, that's a big gamble early in the game.
Play clock running down to 3 seconds, and they're going to call a timeout here. The Mustangs had no one deep, and so this is going to be an early timeout by the Indians. 10:38 left in the first quarter on the first possession. That's a little bit surprising, Bob, to burn a timeout this early.
Yeah. I thought Smith was probably going to kick it away. I haven't seen it. Don't know whether he can kick the ball at all or not, or exactly what they were trying to do there. Again, Brandon Faircloth may feel like, hey, we're a heavy underdog. We got nothing to lose. We'll just go for it.
Offensively, last week against Silsbee, Port Neches-Groves came up with 224 yards. With 56 yards rushing, they rushed 30 times against the Tiger defense and just were unable to really get much of anything going.
But they did get 21 points on the board, and that's exactly what it took to win the game. And here we see now P&G come out, line up the punt ball.
Mustangs drop back 2 to return.
Short. Look at this.
First down. There you go. They are going for broke tonight, the Indians.
That's a good call. And I think that's probably exactly what Brandon Faircloth thinks. That, hey, we're the underdog. We don't really have anything to do. We'll hit them with a little surprise here.
5 yards on a direct snap to the searchlight, Corbin Coy.
Tim Clopton was the guy that took the snap and got the first down.
Smith back. He's got 3 to one side. It's just a straight quarterback run up the middle, maybe a yard. Again, those defensive linemen closing in quickly for the Mustangs.
Smith on the quarterback keeper.
We saw a great defense last week watching Nederland shut down Crosby. This may be an even better defense because of the quickness.
I know when the Bulldogs played West Orange Stark in that first scrimmage, there was a lot of sweat and blood left on that field. They really got after it defensively. There's that trap play, and the ends are just crashing without any type of hesitation. Strong play there by Joe Lynch coming in from his position. That's number 41 for the Mustangs. You can just see him coming in there and meeting at Womack.
41 and 21 met at the quarterback. Colin Janee, number 21. 3rd and long, which is what you really don't want against these guys.
Mustangs in 2 safeties back pretty far. One cornerback's off. The other one's playing up close to his receiver. They try the inside or fake the inside, and quarterback's looking to get some room, but the linebackers come up and hit him. He gains a yard, but that's all he could get. No one was deep open for the Indians.
Well, I don't think there'll be any fake this time. Okay, we're going to see him. Nobody to throw to. He takes the ball, tucks it down, takes off, but not going far.
Hard hit there at the very end. Again, 2 receivers deep for the Indians. The Mustangs are set up at about their own 29-yard line. 4th down and 10. Snap is low. Good punt there. He gets it away. Fair caught just inside the 30 by Quentin Tizano, number 29. So the Mustangs will put it into play. First down and 10. We'll take a commercial break and be back with the Mustangs' first offensive possession. Stay with us. West Orange Star came onto the field. They go straight to the formation, Bob. They're ready to get after it.
And they have a veteran quarterback, Jimmy Salter, starting his 23rd game at West Orange.
Salter rolls out to his right, looking to throw it. First down for the Mustangs at the 41-yard line. 11-yard catch made by Jamarcus Rhodes.
Okay, we're going to get another look at it. Salter rolls right. A lot of cushion there. First down for the Mustang. Reckon Dan Hooks is here tonight, Charlie?
Yes, I do. He's over there somewhere. Rhodes had 4 catches for 39 yards last week against LCM. Salter, and there goes that inside handoff.
And it didn't go anywhere, though.
Martaven McDonald, number 23, slammed down by the Indians.
I think it may have been number 35 up there first. Let's see.
He fought off the
blocker.
blocker.
Off a block, yes he did. That's a really good defensive play by Dylan Youngblood.
Youngblood fought off Dylan Brackens, number 71, the tackle trying to help there. Second down and 11. 3 receivers to the left. They throw it back to the right on a slant, and he gets away from him. First down for the Mustangs.
Big time move there by Jamarcus Rhodes after the catch.
Nice little reverse on that slant. When you got single coverage.
He's watched somebody in the NFL do that. Look at this move. Reverse pivot. He's gone. First down.
Penetrating into Indian territory for the first time. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Salter. Salter hands it off to McDonald. Number 23 moves the pile forward for 5 yards to the 40-yard line. Second down and 5 for the Mustangs. Mustangs rush for 239 yards against Little Cypress Mauriceville. 34 attempts. That's a very good average.
Outstanding. Yeah, Bradley Broussard on the first contact there for the Indians.
Same formation. This time they run the trap play to the left, and McDonald's, he stood up at the line of scrimmage, twisted, and got a yard. 3rd and 4.
McDonald on the carry. Tackled by number 33, Logan Warlick.
I believe this is going to be Logan Warlick. First guy up there, maybe.
Hate to say it, but that offensive running back was bigger than the linebackers. It's kind of hard to see the numbers there when they stand each other up.
So 3rd and this is down. You can do just about whatever you want. They're going to throw it.
Salter throws it on the slant again. First down for the Mustangs. Catch made this time by Maurice Morris, number 4.
Number 4, Maurice Morris.
Pretty much the same pattern that Rhodes was running earlier. Quarterback came in quickly, but well-placed ball.
Because of West Orange Stark's speed, receiver speed, PNG's has to play off a little bit. And that creates some room underneath, and we'll see a hitch and goal before the night's over.
Yes, indeed. 32-yard line now, McDonald. Student body right. It's about 3 yards, maybe 4, depends on where the final spot is. Gets inside the 30-yard line. The Mustangs have taken their first possession into Indian territory here, a methodical drive.
A good, solid, efficient drive, good mixture of running and passing plays. When you get 4 on first down, puts you in good shape.
Salter looks deep, got a crossing pattern. Jamarcus Rhodes tackled just outside the 10-yard line, first down.
What a target Jamarcus Rhodes is. Talk about the running back being bigger than the linebackers. He is certainly bigger than the defensive backs.
Just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Last week they only passed for 94 yards. They may get half of that here in this drive. Swing pass. Touchdown. I tell you what, he fought all the way in. Tremaine Anderson, number 9.
Yep, he wanted to score. He wanted to get to that end zone. Looked like he was going to be down short of it. Just kept turning those legs.
You can see a great opening block right there. Got the inside leg of the cornerback, and he dragged Bradley Broussard, number 19, into the end zone. 6 points for the Mustangs. 4:53 left in the first quarter. Jaquise Beasley coming out to do the point after attempt. Beasley, a straight back kicker. He's the offensive and defensive lineman, goes two-way. Kind of a slow snap and return there, but a well-kicked ball almost hits the scoreboard. It is 7-0. We'll be back with the Indians' second possession in just a moment.
Indian fans, MCP Credit Union offers a donation to Project Graduation when you use your mascot debit card. Open an account to get the details. Swipe and sign for a generous donation to P&G Project Graduation.
Well, Bob, that's the way to start off a game if you're a follower of the West Orange Stark Mustangs.
66 yards and 11 plays, Charlie, and really efficient. No penalties, no plays for losses. Nice balance of running and passing. And, you know, this is a good football team. This might be, don't know, because they're a 3A team, but they might be the best team in Southeast Texas right now.
I think Jaquise Beasley is waiting to make sure everybody's set, all the referees. No replacement referees here. This is UIL.
No, don't allow those.
Beasley kicked it through the end zone the first time through. Second one, a little bit off the side of his foot, but it's still going to go into the end zone off on the side, so they'll bring it out to the 25-yard line. Yeah, it's still going.
Pretty strong leg there when you got a guy that can boom him into the end zone. I'm not so sure that you're that good off with the kind of team they have. You got to think their special teams are good with all their speed. I would want him to shorten it up a little bit and get it between the 5 and the goal line.
Kind of a pooch kick or something?
Yeah, well, and just, make them earn it back out to the 25. We got a quarterback change out here?
Got a new quarterback in for the Indians. New quarterback is Kai Walker, sophomore, number 14 out there. Hands off to Womack, who gains 3 yards over the right tackle.
And David Coleman had told me he thought that they would get Walker some playing time tonight, and maybe we're going to see each quarterback, may see him alternate a couple of possessions, whatever. But Walker's a sophomore, and they're obviously wanting to get him some playing time.
Flags on the play. Walker throws it. Looked like it was going to be a swing pass to Womack, but we do have a flag on the play, right? Just at the snap.
This is a serious baptism for a sophomore now. You throwing him out there against those guys.
Illegal procedure against the Indians. Pass was incomplete. Let's see what Coach Cornell Thompson from the West Star. It still sounds strange to say Coach Cornell Thompson.
Doesn't it? Well, you've said Dan Hooks for 100 years. You'd think they would decline this penalty, and they are.
Coach Thompson does. He wants that down. That's the old defensive coach thinking in him. 3rd down and 7 to go.
Well, that's a guy that has a lot of confidence in his defense, too. 3rd and 7 with the sophomore quarterback. He's going to take his chances.
Kyle Walker in the spread offense. Makes the inside, or gives it to Womack, and Womack's trying him for the first down. He's got it. He dives. There's a flag thrown behind the play.
Probably going to be holding. And
Womack gets 9 yards, and that's a first down. But let's see what the flag is.
Beautifully conceived play, though. West Orange start thinking pass. They got the flow going one way. Comes back the other way with the run. Picked up about 8 or 9 yards, but it's going to come back.
Referees are working out exactly where it goes from.
It's a tough break for PNG. It's so hard to make big plays against West Orange Stark's defense. You make one and then you lose it, so now you're back to 3rd and 10.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 for
Referee makes sure everything is set, and then the clock starts running from 4:05 now.
It's a little, almost a version of the wraparound draw, really well executed. Here it is again.
Quarterback Kai Walker fakes the handoff up the middle. The chain gang's after him, and they sack him back at the 18-yard line. Sophomore quarterback could not outrun those seniors on the defensive line and linebackers of the Mustangs.
Yeah, once he pulled the ball down, you knew he was in big trouble, but give him credit, he didn't just throw the ball up for grabs. And so his team will get a chance to punt now, as opposed to West Orange Stark making a big play, maybe running an interception back. So that's a heads-up play for a sophomore.
6-yard loss back to the 19-yard line. Mustangs have 2 back. Caleb Franklin. And flags on the play again.
And that's going to be illegal procedure, going to cost him 5 more.
False stars call against the Indians.
Give up a little more field position here.
Jamarcus Rhodes is also back for the Mustangs. And they're setting up inside the Indian territory right at the 49-yard line. Caleb Clark punts it. Ball turns over, goes to Rhodes at the 49-yard line, and he gets to the corner. Rhodes scores on the touchdown. 49-yard punt return, rather. 6 points for the Mustangs, 2:53 left in the first quarter.
I don't know that anybody even laid a hand on him, did they, Charlie?
I don't think so. That was about the closest they came to him.
Well, if they'd been playing one-hand touch, I don't think it would have been any difference.
44 yards.
They've got some tremendous athletes on this. It's almost, thinking of these guys playing in that 3A district, it's going to be brutal.
Tiziano goes out with the tee, and now Beasley, who has to change his shoe to do the kicking, comes out to join. He might have to figure out a way to get around that. Beasley's kick, not as deep, but off to the right. 13-0, Mustangs over the Indians. We'll be back in just a moment.
2:53 to go in the first quarter. It's Mustangs 13, the Indians nothing.
Caleb Clark, one of the Indians, back to return the kickoff from Jaquise Beasley.
This one will have to be returned.
Clark gets it at his goal line. Return right, gets around the first one. He hits the wall.
Look at this.
Cuts back to the 50 to the 40. Caleb Clark, one last guy to beat. He's got blockers. Oh.
Wow.
And the pursuit catches up to him at the 10-yard line. 90-yard return by Caleb Clark. And that's an exciting play. It's got the Indians fired up.
Well, it is. Well, man, I guess they would have been better off kicking in the end zone. So much for that theory. Look at the. Actually, he was a yard deep in the end zone. He's going to get to the corner right here. Cuts it back. Defender falls down.
We have an injury timeout on the field.
Tried to make one last cut and did get away from that guy. Finally, the people catch him from behind. But what a shot in the arm for P&G at a time when they really needed something good to happen.
They certainly did, and I tell you, all those 100-yard sprints he did, he should have been doing a 120-yard sprint. But that was a great cutback he did at the 50-yard line that got him the extra 40 yards. And some great downfield blocking by the Indians. They're not going to show any quit here.
Well, and David Coleman just tells me that Brandon Faircloth has told him that Clark is by far the fastest guy on their team, and he looked like it. I mean, West Orange Starks guys were not gaining ground on him until he started trying to had to slow down and start making some moves. Well, it's just critical now, I think, that P&G get this in the end zone.
A.J. Smith's back at quarterback, number 15.
So it looks like they are going to alternate quarterbacks by possession.
Smith rolls out to the left, pulls back, throws to the right. It's an underpass to Tim Clopton.
How about that?
Touchdown, Indians. Again, a well-executed play. If they avoid the penalties, the Indians will be able to stay with the Mustangs tonight. You can see the linebacker just there getting a little bit of a horse collar there at the end almost.
And West Orange Stark does not like people to score on them. They've got a tremendous history of shutting people out. And that's down the drain already with thanks to the kickoff return and a really nifty kind of across-the-green pass play.
Swinging gate set up there by the Indians, and they pull it back because the Mustangs had set up to defend it. Here's the point after attempt. It's low. Does it get over? Just barely. Indians cut it to a 6-point lead. Mustangs 13-7, 2:27 in the first quarter. I was not expecting a shootout, Bob, but we've got one.
So far, yeah, that's 20 points in less than 10 minutes.
Fans, stay with us. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment. The Indian band got to play Cherokee there. They love to go all the way through it. Marlon Rodriguez, the senior kicker, teeing it up for the Port Neches-Groves Indians. Quentin Tiziano and Ted Stone deep. That's 21, I'm sorry. Cullen Janice, who got a safety last week. Tiziano and Janice deep for the Mustangs. Rodriguez kick, sky ball going to the 33-yard line. Caught in the air by Will Moore. Number 3 fights it forward. Gets it to the 39-yard line before the Indians tackle it.
So we'll see if P&G has been able to make some adjustments that will help them slow down this West Orange Stark defense. They're going to have to figure out a way to keep the Mustangs from throwing underneath.
Hunter Miller, number 36, made the tackle on that kickoff. He grabbed a hold of Will Moore and would not let him go. Bulldogged him down to the ground. I guess I should say Indianed him. I can't say bulldog.
Oh, that's not a good term.
Yeah, not over here. Yeah. I want to get out of here alive.
Yeah. And you especially don't want to say it during Mid-County Madness.
There you go. Jimmy Salter has one touchdown pass already to Tremaine Anderson. Oh, great cutback there by Colin Janice, number 21. Gets the first down, 11 yards. That's very efficient on first down. Just inside the 50.
Just hit it right up in a seam. Good saving tackle there in the secondary, or that one's going big time. It's number 23, Dylan Hebert.
The speed of the Mustangs, you just cannot coach against that or practice against it if you've never seen it before.
Same play coming this way, and it's much better defended.
Quick pitch to Kane Tizano. Just a straight shovel pass over there, and everybody coming to the left. First hit made, it looks like Bradley
Broussard, I believe, was the first one in there, but a lot of people around the ball, and that's the way you've got to defend this team.
Only 3 yards on first down. I know some NFL teams that love to have 3 yards on first down. Spread formation, Salter a little bit closer than normal. Fake the handoff. Tried to make it look like a reverse to Rashawn McDonald, but Salter kept it.
They fooled me, but they didn't fool the defense.
Linebackers are sitting there looking into the backfield. And it could be that seeing Salter take that extra step forward was a key. You know, linebackers look for things like that. They study film by the hours to try and pick up little things like that.
It's a big play here, Charlie. P&G got them 3rd and long. They need to get that offense off the field.
Salter drops back, looks to his right. Off the hands, almost intercepted.
Good pressure.
Rhodes was open. Ball was just a little bit high, probably because of the pressure towards Salter.
Yeah, he got hit as soon as he unloaded the ball. I want to say it was Logan Warlick. Pressure from the backside. So nice defensive series for P&G in a game that was looking like it might be going to get out of hand is certainly taking on a little bit different character here as we wind it down in the first quarter.
Caleb Clark and Tyler Coleman. And that catch is made by Jeremiah Rose, number 85. He tries to get around the corner, takes it to the 19-yard line. We've got just over 19 seconds left in the first quarter.
This is hit there by Deontay Thompson.
Right here at the end, Rose is trying to cut back, and there's the shot.
Wow, it wasn't Thompson, it was 41. You get credit to the right guy here, Joe Lynch. And that's the kind of play a lot of times you see the ball come flying out.
Jeremiah Rose scored a touchdown last week against Silsbee on a 4-yard carry.
So Smith back out here, so they're not going to look like alternate on every possession.
Smith to his left. Left-hander throws out of the reach of Jeremiah Rose, number 85, who is running an out route. Having that left-handed quarterback can really be a pain for defenses. They're just not used to guys rolling that way and throwing with the flow.
Definitely a different look. Early on, Charlie, we saw Ray Woodard, Lamar University's football coach, down on the sideline. He's got some interest in A.J. Smith. And also Justin Reasons, offensive lineman.
Illegal procedure again. The Indians hurting themselves with the mental mistakes.
Yeah, that's got to be really getting to Brandon Faircloth. You don't want those against anybody, but against a team that the yards are so tough to come by, can't help their defense out.
Second game of the season for the Port Arthur News Friday night experience. Next week we will be at Port Arthur Memorial for Houston Westside against the Titans. Low snap to Smith. He pulls it down, but he's being flushed out of the pocket. And you can't try and juke the Mustangs. It's not going to work. The backside containment got him before the linebacker could.
There's not a lot you can do when there's no separation, nobody open. He's looking down the field, looking. Comes out of the pocket now. And the first guy gets him down. Good tackle, and that's the end of the first quarter.
13-7 Mustangs. Indians facing a third down. We'll be back in just a moment. Indians face a third down and 14 yards to go from their 15-yard line.
Got to be careful with it here, Charlie. This is a turnover situation. Got to be careful with that football. Now we're going to get a penalty, which is normally it comes from a delay of the game situation coming from where it came from.
They must not have gotten on the field quick enough.
You have a delay of the game coming out of the end of the quarter, coming out of the quarter change. Now 3rd and 20. This is really dangerous. I think
Mustangs have got 3 deep. Cornerback's playing so far back, he's almost with the safety. A.J. Smith takes the ball. He just throws it under into coverage. Intercepted.
It's intercepted, yeah. That's just
intercepted by Deontay Thompson.
A recipe for disaster there. And
3 Mustangs and 1 Indian around the ball there in the center of the field.
Could almost see that coming. You got a young quarterback, even though he's a senior. He throws the ball into track. They look like there were 3 Mustangs around the ball. See, he's looking at his receiver all the way. Look at that. It's basically triple coverage.
Tim Clopton was the intended receiver, but it goes over to the Mustangs on the turnover. Jimmy Salter, spread formation. Now they're going to end up with trips to the right. And here they go. It's a quick pitch over to Quentin Tiziano.
Boy, it's good pursuit, PNG's part. Nice play, number 49 coming up there. Austin Milan.
Yeah, the way the Mustangs shifted over, they ended up with an unbalanced formation over to the right-hand side. Kind of took the Indians by surprise. I was sorry that was not Tiziano. That was Abear Simeon, I love his first name spelled A-Bear. I remember him from Jefferson County Junior League football years ago. Salter!
Good play.
Great play there. Tackled 2 yards deep. Receivers well covered downfield as Salter rolls to his left.
And the coverage is what made the play. And right here,
Logan Warlick.
Logan Warlick will be one of the better defenders in District 24A. Good football player. Beat a block, got to the quarterback. So after getting put in a really tough hole, PNG's defense has risen to the occasion thus far.
3rd and 12. Salter drops back. He has pressure, and there's nobody on the left-hand side. Salter goes for the end zone. He's going to be knocked out at the 1-yard line. Not a design play, but Salter took advantage of the open ground when he saw it.
Well, and the defense got so much pressure on him, it forced this to happen right there. And when he escaped the tackler, then it was just clear sailing.
Hunter Miller, the linebacker coming in, he's knocked out of bounds by Bradley Broussard, number 19. But
really unfortunate for P&G, Charlie. They were on the verge of making a big play, but the tackle didn't get made. Now it's 1st and goal.
Salter takes the ball, hands it off to Hebert. Hebert Simeon with the touchdown, a 1-yard plunge. Makes it 19-7 Mustangs. Really, there's nothing the Indians could have done about that. That was just power football right up the middle.
Yeah, 1st and goal, you're in a tough situation. The 3rd down play was the key.
Jaquise Beasley makes the shoe change. Comes out to where Quentin Tisano has already got the tee set up. He missed the last point after. This one's a little bit higher, and it's good. 20-7, Mustangs take advantage of the turnover. 10-17 left in the first half. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back. Beasley's going to be kicking off from the right hash this time, and so far he's been able to 2 times pin the Indians at the 25, but the 3rd time we had a great return from Caleb Clark that helped the Indians score their touchdown. A lot of excitement here in this first half. Beasley kicks it. It's going to be taken by Clark at the 7-yard line. He's got the return called to this side. Taken out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Flag, late flag thrown there.
Little activity on the sideline. I think Clark felt like he'd been bumped out of bounds, which I believe he had, and he kind of got back in the face of somebody. So we'll see who they call it on. Usually it's the second guy.
Unfortunately, that happens a lot everywhere. They don't see the first one, they see the second one. Dead ball, personal foul against the Indians.
See if we can maybe get another look at that and see if he's not out of bounds and then kind of get a little more contact. Well, there's a face mask there, and then he is hit across the sideline. He goes back right there.
Well, unfortunately, replays not allowed in the booth for the referees in this game. The Indians suffer a 15-yard penalty back to their 17-yard line. You can see it there.
Looked like they had him around the head.
A.J. Smith's the quarterback for the Indians. Spencer Womack right next to him. 3 receivers to the right-hand side. Smith looks over there. Quick little bubble screen to Logan Chipman, and number 11 gets a couple of yards before the chain gang gets to it.
And folks that read the Port Arthur News this week got a good description of the philosophy and how that play is run, and a feature by David Coleman.
Yeah, he's going to kind of be explaining a lot of the thought processes behind the different aspects of football. Maybe he'll help my fantasy football league, I'm hoping. So that's why I shouldn't have chosen that guy. Thank you, David. A little late. Draft was last week. Up the middle.
This big hole, big gain.
Womack gets the first down on an explosion up the middle for 11 yards. Hard tackle at the end is that's artificial turf. That's not the ground. Womack just shoots right up the middle, and hard shot there, but he'll take it for the first down. Clock running. Indians look like they're doing a little bit of a shift as A.J. Smith calls an audible. Got the word from the sideline. Smith by himself in the backfield. Looks to the left. Throws a little swing to Tim Clopton. Forward progress is good for 2 yards.
Safe play, but not a real productive play.
Tackle by number 14, Jamarcus Rhodes.
Jamarcus Rhodes up quickly to make the tackle.
Pick up a 3 on the play.
Wide receiver was not able to make the block on Rhodes. Womack off of right tackle to the 40-yard line.
Now P&G having a little success now running straight ahead.
Womack on the carry.
Almost 5-yard gain
Jalen Monet.
for the senior running back.
And usually that's the best way to attack a defense with a lot of quickness.
3rd down and 2. And it looked like A.J. Smith was holding the ball forward. I don't know if it got knocked out of his hand or what. He was pushing the ball forward, trying to push that line forward.
Trying to get to the first down line, but that's also dangerous. Didn't get the first. Now here,
4th down and 1, and the Indians are lining up to go for it.
and I think we've seen it. Brandon Faircloth will do this. He's, I think he's playing with that "we got nothing to lose" mentality.
Now they got a quick kick formation, but he's not going to quick kick. He gets the
got
first down over left guard.
Yep. I think that's another real good call by Faircloth to do that.
Roll the dice tonight.
Well, again, you got nothing. You're not supposed to win, and you're trying to get your team ready for district. Why not go ahead and try it? Big guy, he can fall a yard if you get him any daylight.
2 yards.
Right, 6'5"?
6'5" is Smith. Smith hands off. Womack throws it back to him, and Smith's just going to fall on it back at the 30-yard line. And coaches grabbed their head over that one. It looked like it was set up.
Gonna be a flea flicker, but it just flickered away and rolled around on the ground. And those plays are great when they work. When that happens, it's
yes.
It's
12-yard loss.
Downside.
12-yard loss. 2nd down and 23.
Yeah, not a very good pitch.
Empty backfield again. They run the bubble screen over to Logan Chipman. Chipman gets away from the first one, but the next 4 catch up to him.
Look at that. Look at that pursuit. I mean, they fly to the football. You just you have a negative play like the one on 1st down where you lose 10, 12, 14 yards against this defense. You're, almost in an impossible situation. And nice safe call there by Brandon Faircloth. He doesn't want to get in a situation where Smith is trying to throw it downfield into coverage.
Smith throws it deep over the head of his intended receiver, Logan Chipman, who was double covered along the left sideline. Incompletion stops the clock at 6:04. It'll be 4th down from the 32-yard line of the Indians. Caleb Clark drops back into punt formation. The Mustangs send back Jamarcus Rhodes and Quentin Tizano.
Will they try to kick it out of bounds here, Charlie, after what happened last time?
Another low snap and
good coverage here, though. Good coverage.
Fair catch by Rhodes at the 33-yard line will put the Mustangs in possession. 20-7 is your score. Fans, stay with us. The 18th season of the Port Arthur News Friday Night Experience will return in just a moment. First down and 10 for the Mustangs as we resume the action. Jimmy Salter rolls to his left, throws over the head of his intended receiver, Dre Spencer.
Poor throw there by Salter. Spencer had made a nice cut to get open to the sideline. The defender went back. He cut to the sideline, and Salter just made a bad throw.
Never really squared up his shoulders. He was still running.
Yeah, that's a good observation, Charlie. He was rolling out. He did not square up.
That's hard to do. It really is as a quarterback. Of course, what you're doing is you're putting pressure on the cornerback. If he drops back, you just tuck the ball and run. If he comes up to play you, you throw it over his head. 3 receivers and running back to the right. And they run their own bubble screen over to Jamarcus Rhodes. 5-yard gain, make it a 4-yard gain for the Mustangs. They'll have a 3rd down and 6. You can see here everybody's going out to block for Rhodes as he catches the ball. Fine open field tackle made there by Caleb Clark.
Well done by Clark.
Can't run without his feet.
Right there.
And I love the sideline shot there from Dale LeBlanc of Sheffield Productions. I love 2 cameras up top, the HDs, the twin sisters up top, and then 2 field level cameras bring that action right into your living room if you've got one of those big screen TVs. If you see the ball on the ground, please don't hit the ottoman when you're rolling. Well, we're going to take a timeout here on 3rd down and 6, 5:06 left in the first half. We'll take a break ourselves. We'll be back in just a moment.
Call timeout. That's your first timeout.
Well, after the timeout, the West Orange Stark Mustangs face a 3rd down and 6 from their own 37-yard line. Make it 38-yard line. Quarterback Jimmy Salter getting the last instructions from the offensive coordinator, Ed Dyer, of the Mustangs. They've been pretty good so far. 1 punt return and then 2 offensive touchdowns. 3 receivers to the left. Salter rolls to his left. He's got a lot of people in front of him, but he throws it tipped away.
Yep, I believe Salter could have run for it there. Let's look and see. He's trying to throw rolling left, which he's not done really well. Okay, let's watch now. Some pressure coming from behind him. He's rolling. Well, I don't know what we can see downfield or not, but there were 2 guys. The defender was on the ground. I believe he could have run for it.
And I agree with you. Corbin Coy was the defensive back who tipped the ball away. But you could see right there at the end of the replay, the cornerback was being taken out, and Salter, it would have been close with the pursuit coming from the backside. But regardless, we've got a 4th down. A little bit of a low snap, but a pooch punt there. That catches and rolls and rolls. He gets the forward roll there. After Jamarcus Rhodes' punt, it goes out of bounds at the 18-yard line. The Indians will have 4 minutes and 52 seconds. Bob, let's keep it here and talk a little bit about what has been happening so far as your feel for the game between the Indian offense and the Mustang defense?
Well, the first thing I wanted to say, Charlie, kind of flip it. I think the P&G defense has done a really good job after that first drive. I mean, West Orange Stark just went right through them. And, yeah, they've got 20 points, but one of those touchdowns came on a punt return. The other one came on like a 13-yard drive after an interception. So the P&G defense has really done a good job of tightening up.
Kyle Walker is in at quarterback again, the sophomore. And Walker tucks it and runs himself. A good little move there. Got away from one linebacker. You know, I wonder how big his eyes were on that play.
You can almost see it looking in there right now.
Hey,
good play.
Kyle Walker gains a little bit over 5 yards here, and you can see he's got two running backs crossing in front of him, so he just pulls it down and says, okay, I'm going to take it. And watch this little stutter step. Oh, yes. Back to live action. Kyle Walker throws it on a middle seam route there. Could not catch it up, Spencer Womack.
Tell you what, they are showing a lot of confidence in a very young quarterback to be throwing the ball on first and second down back from around their own 20-yard line.
They had three receivers basically running straight down the field with Womack coming out of the backfield. Here's that inside handout. Womack cuts back. Hard hit at the 26-yard line. He's going to be just short of a first down. He gains, looks like 4. He needed 5.
I like that play. I like the misdirection you get on that play. West Orange Stark closed it down. So now,
4th down and a yard.
I don't think Brandon Faircloth is quite bold enough to go from inside the 30. We're down to 3:45 in the first half. P&G still in the game. They need to keep the score from changing any before the half.
But they're down to 1 second on the play clock, and we've got a delay of game. Again, clock management biting the Indians.
I've been want to go to David Coleman here and see how many penalties they've had tonight, but kind of uncharacteristic to me to see a P&G team have this many penalties.
They ran the punt team out on the field with about 15 seconds left, and it just took them a little bit of time to get organized.
And that's 5 penalties for 40. 2 of them been delay of the game penalties.
Clark, a little bit of a sky ball taken by taken by Tiziano, number 29. He takes it out of bounds at the 44-yard line. Kicking it up and pooching it up high like that allows the coverage to get down. 3:22 left in the first half. Mustangs have the ball just at their 45-yard lines where it's marked.
Yeah, really important defensive series now for P&G. It's a 20-7 game. You're still in the game. Got to keep West Orange Stark out of the end zone. And like we were saying earlier, they've really done a pretty good job since that first series of the game.
Salter sets up with Artevin McDonald to his left. That's the full shotgun right there. Hands it off to Kane Tiziano. Tiziano running along the sideline. Great footwork down there. Gets the first down, 12 yards, almost 13 yards on first down. Student body left, the old school. Basically, it's out of a split backfield. Look at him, great tiptoe.
Got a good downfield block from one of their receivers, number 5, Rashawn McDonald.
In Indian territory at the 44-yard line. Same formation. Same play to this side. This time it's McDonald and the left halfback taken down after a 2-yard gain.
I'm a little surprised they've gotten away from the throwing game. Charlie, they had so much success on that first possession. Well, since then P&G's tightened it up, they were having a lot of success throwing little out routes.
Pick up a 2 on play, brings up a 2nd down and 8.
Mustangs being very deliberate here. They've got the three-man stack on the left-hand side for Salter. And they do a quick pitch to Tizano.
Ooh, good play defensively.
Great play there by the Indians, number 33, Logan Warlick.
Logan Warlick. Just about any time there's a good play, you're almost safe to say, well, Logan Warlick in on another tackle. Fought off the block and just stuffed the ball carrier. That's textbook stuff there.
Stuffed the Mustangs, too. They decided to call a timeout on 3rd down and 7. Great play there. And we've got 2:13 left here. And like you say, except for that first possession when the Mustangs took it straight down the field, the Indians have done a fairly decent job of holding them.
Yeah, they really have. I've been impressed with whatever adjustments they did make. They still need to get out of this half. 2 minutes and 13 seconds left. Now, I'm thinking West Orange Stark might feel like they're in 4-down territory. They're at the 41. That's usually a little maybe outside of 4-down territory. But when you got a defense like they have, you probably, you think you can go on 4th down if it comes to that. So when you call this 3rd down play, I think you're thinking we've got 2 shots to make 7 yards.
Mustangs break the huddle. They come out 3 wide to the right-hand side, 2 to the left, and Salter with an empty backfield. Unless he wants to hand it to that referee, I don't think that will work. Spreads the defense all over the place, though. Bubble screen to Rhodes. He's got 2 great opening blocks, and it's a foot race to the end zone.
That is the way the bubble screen is drawn up right there. That's what it's drawn up to do. Watch the block the receiver made at the point of the reception. And then, of course, you got the speed that makes it work.
Jamarcus Rhodes catches it. He's the middle
right
guy.
There. Look at the guy on the ground.
Parting of the waves.
Yep. And then it's just the speed turns it into a touchdown. And that hurts for P&G because they had really hung in defensively. It's just a case of speed, but you got to give credit for the block. And I'm sorry we didn't get the guy's number out. And maybe we'll get another chance to see that play because he didn't get credit for a touchdown, but he sure helped make it happen.
After changing his shoe, Beasley ready to kick from Tizano's hold. Good snap. And it's a good PAT. 2:04 left in the first half. 27-7 now. Mustangs over the Indians.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, let's.
Good. We're going to get another replay. Let's try to pick up.
And there are actually 2 blocks being made because you had 3
You're
receivers
right, yeah.
over there. One's kicking out, one's kicking in, and then Rhodes only has to worry about the one defensive back that was playing off about 7 or 8 yards. When you send 3 wide receivers to the right-hand side, you got to have somebody playing back further.
Well, you just couldn't execute that play any better than West Orange Stark did. Okay, here it is. Still can't see the numbers on either one of the blockers.
It's because they've got purple people on top of them because they cut the legs out. It's you guys know who you were. Great play. Great play. And I'm sure the Indians would give credit where credit's due. I mean, the only way to defend that even better would be to have 13 people on defense. Dallas tried that one time. I think they got called on it.
Well, even that wouldn't work unless the extra 2 were over there on that side
True.
of the field.
Jaquise Beasley ready to kick off. Deep for the Indians, Caleb Clark. Clark's going to get this one at the 5-yard line. Return is called toward his field. And look, again, Clark.
Look, that's a late hit again over there.
And
he wasn't
that's right in front of our cameraman down there.
That's close. That one was closer. That was pretty tight on the sideline. That may not have been anything wrong with that. Let's see.
Thing about it, though, they've got starting to get a little bad blood going between these 2 teams. So there he is. He's being taken out of bounds. He stepped out. And
well, actually, the guy that hit him was knocked into him
okay.
by a P&G player. The guy had his back he was knocked into him with his back.
There's our ground level Cody Riggs almost getting caught up. A.J. Smith throws over the head of Logan Chipman. Chipman had done a 10-yard out, was standing along the sideline, and Smith again hurrying the throw just a little bit out of the reach of Chipman. 2nd down and 10. And they're going with a quick huddle here. Smith with Womack to his right. Hands it off to Womack, who gets free from the first tackler. Dives forward across the 35 to the 36 for a 3-yard gain.
Tackle by number 24, Caleb Franklin.
Caleb Franklin on the tackle. And P&G needs to make a first down here. They just don't want to give West Orange Stark the ball back.
Smith fakes the handoff to Womack, throws it under, and that's going to be a first down catch by Tim Clopton, number 30.
One of Smith's better throws of the night there. Put it right where his guy and only his guy could get it. It's a good throw.
In the middle of 3 Mustangs.
Right past the linebacker.
Smith looks to his left. He throws a little. Oh, there's a great catch there brought in by Logan Chipman. The ball was a little bit off target, but Chipman caught it and brought it to his body for it's a 9-yard gain. Didn't quite get the 10 yards for first down, so the clock is still running.
About to go under a minute, first half.
Indians have 2 timeouts, though, and it looks like they're going to, no. Well, let's see which way the referees are pointing. I see one. Oh, the Mustangs take their last time out here. Right at a minute left. Oh, that's a good defensive call there, because the Indians had been going pretty much without a huddle, just running it before the Mustangs could adjust. And here you see the pass to Clopton.
And if I'm calling his next play, I'm calling a screen pass. I think West Orange Stark is over here talking about, hey, we got to get some more heat on this guy, force him to make quicker decisions, maybe throw into coverage a little bit. So might be a good time to, even though 2nd and 1, you wouldn't think that's a down and distance for a screen pass, but you're talking 55.9 seconds left. So it's not a conventional situation in regard to what you would do on 2nd and 1.
3 receivers going to the wide side of the field. And are there flags? Oh, there's something wrong with the clock there.
Official pointing at the clock. I'm not quite sure why.
And offensively, you hate that because you just showed all your cards.
Yeah, got to change the play now.
Referee's trying to get the information up to the clock runner. The referee running the clock there. One thing I liked in that replay we showed just a minute ago of A.J. Smith throwing, he brings it up well over his head to release it. That's probably why Coach Woodard was here to look at him. A 6'5" quarterback that releases it high. That's what you look for, because those things are hard to block. If the Indians changed the play, they did it quickly.
Well, they can signal.
The referees are going to make them, now everything appears to be proper.
I think it's supposed to be 55.9, so we're haggling over, well, maybe it's supposed to be 55.0.
Close enough for government work.
Let's go, yeah.
0.9, let's run it. Smith looks deep. They tried the shake route, but Clopton, almost a beautiful catch by Clopton, almost a great interception by the Mustangs.
Defensive back went for the interception, missed the ball, and it came right down in Clopton's hands. That was a really good throw by A.J. Smith.
Quentin Tiziano is the defender, and they set up the shake route with all those little ends that Clopton was getting.
That's a really good throw.
And I say
there.
Clopton, it's Chipman, Logan Chipman, number 11. Now Smith rolls over. He's looking for Chipman. He throws it up into the air, and 2 Mustangs are going deep, and they were both deeper than Logan Chipman that time.
He and Smith as a receiver weren't on the same page there. When he rolled out, he wanted the defender to take it straight to the flag, and he came more across the field.
Mustangs have got a safety playing middle thirds, and when he saw that happen, he was the second guy on the scene of the crime there. So it's 4th down and 1 yard to go. 41.9 seconds left. Smith hands off to Womack. He's got the first down, dives to the 40. Offensive push there by the line. Got that for Womack.
Oh, they'll line up quickly, and now we're going to get one of their timeouts.
Indians call a timeout, 37.3 seconds. Great run there by Womack, and you can see that the Indians, showing it early to the scouts. Early on in the season, you don't want to show all the things your offense can do, but the fact that they're able to do, go to 4th down with confidence, anything within 3 yards, this offensive line's starting to think they can get it.
Well, and I think that's one of the strong points of their football team is their offensive line. That was one of their strength areas coming in, one of their experience areas.
It's going to be a lot of fun, Mid-County Madness, isn't it, Bob, with this offensive line going against the Needleland defensive line?
Well, it's always a lot of fun. And of course, I'll always remember the one we had here last year, not just for the game, but for the setting with Bum Phillips here, with Wade Phillips here. It was just a really special edition of Monday night or Mid-County Madness.
And there's a flag
personal
thrown there.
Foul, yep. And not a good play because the ball clearly overthrown. Now you're going to give P&G 15 yards and get them down to the 25-yard line.
Pass was in the direction of Jeremiah Rose, number 85, and it was well over his head. The ball had almost hit the ground over on the sideline when that hit was made.
Maybe the defensive back didn't see the ball sail over. I don't know, but it was a very uncalled for penalty.
You see here it's well over there. The ball had actually hit the ground before the shot was made by Jamarcus Rhodes on Jeremiah Rose.
Not a good play.
Indians get 15 the easy way down to the 25-yard line. They have 31 seconds left and one timeout, down 27-7 against West Orange Stark in the first half. Oh, Clopton had it in his hands.
Too bad. That
right
was
there
on
in the
target,
middle.
right at the 12-yard line. And they do that on the NFL level. Watch the New York Giant receivers drop a bunch of them the other night against the Cowboys.
And I was happy to see them drop them. Beating the Super Bowl champions on the first game, I'm not going to say that's priceless because that would be a commercial and we'd have to charge them, but it's definitely a fun thing to do. 2nd down and 10. 2 receivers to the wide side of the field. Womack stays in to block. This time he holds on to it in traffic, and I tell you, Tim Clopton to go straight back to him, 1st down, so they stop the clock. Referee's trying to get the chains to move. Yes, it's a 1st down at the 14-yard line.
Tell you what, I'm a little surprised at, and give P&G's offensive front people a lot of credit. Smith is not under a lot of duress back there. He's got time, and he's tall enough to scan the field.
Clock's running, and the fans don't like that. Smith throws to his left, throws back. He's got a man open. Oh, just through his hands. Jeremiah Rose was in the end zone.
Maybe an interference call. There's a flag down on the 1-yard line.
Referees are talking it over, and let's see what the call is. Defensive pass interference.
So that'll be half the distance, and
9.2 seconds left. With again, the Indians have one timeout, so clock management coming back to haunt you here, and you need to learn here early in the season what you can do and what you're capable of.
Yeah, I take it back. It's not half the distance. That's a 10-yard penalty. It takes it down to the 2-yard line. And this would be big for P&G because they get the ball to start the 3rd quarter.
Jaquise Beasley substitutes in the defensive line. Smith from the goal line. He goes forward. He's not going to get it.
Call a timeout.
They call a timeout immediately. He cuts the distance down to about the 1-yard line is where it's marked by the sideline judge. 4.4 seconds, no more timeouts from the 1. Oh, boy.
Got to figure they got one play.
David Coleman, have you written the article about this one yet? Can you bring it up quickly on your computer? I don't know what to do. We can get a shot of where the ball is, guys. It's inside the 1. Oh, this is exciting. 7-27 if you're a P&G Indian. But you're knocking on the door. You're leaning on the door.
No, they need this one. They need this touchdown.
Now you've got a 6'5" quarterback. Quarterback sneak and just jump in the air, do the old trampoline.
And I wouldn't be at all surprised if that's what they do, Charlie. And their offensive line is getting a good push. They've gotten a good push. Of course, a lot of it's been pass blocking this drive, but they have really done a good job of keeping West Orange Stark off of A.J. Smith.
Of course, if you're the chain gang, I mean, this is when, Mike Pierce, the defensive coordinator, is saying, look, guys, let's show them what we're made of here. They get one shot. A.J. Smith.
That's what it is.
And there are flags all over the place. He didn't get it, but there was offensive motion before the play, and there's only 1.2 seconds left. It's a penalty against the offense.
But it'll get them another play, I believe. It's a
5-yard penalty before the play starts.
Right.
And it's coming out of a timeout, so the ball will not be snapped until –
and so if you don't get the penalty,
not going to start till the ball snapped.
If you don't get the penalty, they had him stopped.
They had him stopped.
And
Can we
get
the replay up there? Because the two guys were trying to move over to that side at the same time from the backfield. And you can do that in the Canadian Football League, but not here.
Well, now they put it. What is that number on the clock now?
It can't. If they had 44, well, it should be 4.4. There we go. So now it's a lot different.
Well, they got to throw it now. There's no question about that.
Clopton sets up as a left slot back, 2 receivers to the left. Smith by himself.
They're coming after the quarterback, Charlie.
And everybody's rolling to the left. Left-handed guy. Touchdown!
How about that?
Well, I tell you what. And it goes to the guy in motion, Caleb Clark. They ended up with a true flood route. They had 4 receivers on that side, and the left-handed quarterback rolling that way.
Smith rolled left, made a good throw. It looked like it was a defender between him and watch this. It almost looked like it was tipped. I think it was tipped. Yeah, I believe it was.
Great reception there by Caleb Clark. The Port Neches-Groves man who made the fine. Oh, they try. Oh, no, and it's going to bounce up in the air.
That's a live ball.
That's a live ball. There's a flag on the play as they try the swinging gate. And the ball got the snap got away from the back receiving it. Fumble was recovered by the Indians back at the 16-yard line.
What an eventful final.
I mean, the last 2 minutes of game time have taken about 10 to 15 to play out, and it's been exciting the whole way. Illegal procedure was called, so a 5-yard penalty before the play was snapped.
For the second time, a penalty helps. A penalty against P&G helps P&G.
An offensive penalty that was offensive. Marlon Rodriguez set for the point after. And it's wide to the left. Let's go ahead and make it everything. 27-13 at the end of the first half. Mustangs over the Indians, but the Indians scored just before half to tighten up the game. We're going to send it back to the Fox 4 studios for halftime scores. Wrap up by our friends James Ware and Nick Canisalis. It's exciting, guys. You take it for a few minutes, but send it back here when you're done. 27-13, Mustangs.
top of the stand. Is that good? There's a big 2.5-foot one gate on it. It's more than 2 feet, but it's not quite 2. This is an 8.5 by 11. Add 2 inches to both flips, and they're still at least 3 inches away. So more than 2. What did you say more than 2 feet?
Ladies and gentlemen, West Shore Stark High School is proud to present the 2012 Mighty Mustang Band, the Mustang Flag Corps, and the award-winning West Shore and Stark Phillies Drill Team.
That's why there's 70 people strong. That's why this. That's why this. That's the way that happens. Don't you know what you can do? That you know what's happening.
Line officers for the Phillies are Captain and All-American Kelsey Taylor, Co-Captain and All-American Elena Gradnigo, and Lieutenant Raven Birch. Congratulations to our Philly of the Week, Junior Elena Gradnigo, and Spirit Leader Senior Jessica Brown.
The band is compared to ours. Reminds me of mine. Why does his head remind me of mine? Here, Casey. This guy's head reminds me of mine. No.
Tonight, for your entertainment, the Phillies will perform a palm routine to We Got the Beat.
His turn. Because section. Hey, look. It's getting Johnson. Farmers Insurance Investment. This came Johnson. I'm pretty sure. Some places and some stuff during the portal sounds like hey. When's last year? Yeah. Why did it play some blue play last year? Yeah, but we weren't that loud. No. We weren't that cool. How loud? Like not much louder than that.
The mighty Mustang Band is proud to present the opener from the 2012 UIL show Divas with the Aretha Franklin classic Respect.
He's up against a lot harder challenge.
Yeah. That was good. Just way
I'm
better.
pretty sure he's just not behind the scenes. I wouldn't believe it. He's on drum line. He's on main drum line. Our drum line's so big, they actually have a drum line that stands out of the field, and only some of it goes to
I mean, I gotta say that the first games are military. We were quick and crazy. All the hard stuff. We had to do can't do in 6 days. It was just visuals. Yeah. That one right there is not so good. It's like a game.
Ladies and gentlemen, the mighty Mustang Band. And now, West Orange Stars fans, it's time to salute our mighty Mustangs. The band is under the field direction of drum major Emily Amy. Band captains are Jack Sargent and Eurasia Sneed. Casey Keaton is brass section leader and Felicia Amy is woodwind section leader. Drum captain is Carrington Blanchard and the color guard captain is Mikesha Beasley. Loading crew captain is Titus Culver. The director of the Mighty Mustang Band is Mr. Ray LeBand. He is assisted by Mr. Arnold Van Meter and Mr. Corey Dugall.
Yeah, I remember that. We did that thing for getting summer band night. I remember him telling us that.
That's all he says. It was a serious song. Release the It wasn't a joke. It wasn't even done. That was one of the songs. So it was important to release the song.
In the words of legendary announcer Mr. Tip Durham, bonsoir mes amis, levez le bon temps, roulez. It is with particular pride and profound pleasure that we present the Purple Pride of Fort Neches-Groves, the Indian Band and Indianettes 2012-2013. The performing groups are under the field direction of drum majors Stephen Corville, Sarah Deslott, and Caitlin McCoy. Please direct your attention to the field as Indian twirlers perform the routine to Love Drunk. The 2012-2013 Indian twirlers are co-head twirler Caitlin Champagne, co-head twirler Callie Sterling, Carissa Birdsong, Katie V. Groove, Caitlin Balsano. Carrie Dean. Holly Harrington. Lynn Nguyen. Brenna Thomas. Victoria White. Direct your attention to the field as the Indianettes take center stage. Indianettes will perform a routine to Give Me Everything. 2012-2013 Indianet officers are Lieutenant Emily Bolyard, Lieutenant Kayla Clifton, Lieutenant Amy Fekowitz, Lieutenant Gabby Jordan, Captain Allie Edgerly, Lieutenant Zara Kilman, Lieutenant Sarah Lamson, Lieutenant Mackenzie Richards, Lieutenant Carrington Thurston. It's a tradition for the Indianettes to announce the most outstanding individuals of the week. This week's Junior Indianet of the Week is Charlie Chalette. Senior Indianet of the Week is Laura Gentile. Team Line of the Week is Lieutenant Gabby Jordan's Team Line. Indianet directors are Laura Shipman and Misty Collins.
Yeah. Change of director. Yeah, she was directed by 80s and 90s. It was the 80s, the 80s and 90s. And that's what we went to stage for years. I think at one point there's a not like oh wow. I actually like it.
The Indian Band and Indianettes will now perform Malagania from their 2012 marching show. Mellophone soloist is Stephen Corville.
That was bad. Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
What did you play? Did it sound like, was it exactly like you played?
Exactly.
Oh, well, I actually like the Ned spoilers in the band at all.
He has pretty insane.
I love the drum line, basses, snares, and tenors. I really might like this.
Wait, there's one you notice.
What? That's what all of these sets are like.
Last couple of years. Like last year.
Wells did the middle of the season. This would say. see the new cricket up there. Yeah. That was nosing how he changed the ball last year. Got slow. It's not a loser. I don't think he's going to do a big splash. Keep it on grass because that reason right there. But I just think it's just so helpful. Like, usually Michael is so much. Throws is just hard on his own. I love how, what if you got what you did in the grass? I know, but then you did in the grass, so on the bottom. That's what you get out of grass. Wasn't it depending on how these guys I think we're all just gonna have a visual. I see potential like this is a legitimate show. Eating this and all. That's actually so cool. I know. That's cool. That is cool.
That was move into the traditional marching eye. Band directors are Alex Wells and Philip Maldonado. Indian program sponsor is Jill Hamilton. Your Indian spirit this year is Isaac Addison.
I actually enjoyed watching it. I know what. All those homes, especially. I know there was one point, it was like, at least they had a hole like right in the swing section. They should have some kind of swing vision.
I'm sure they will, but Wells isn't going to add that to later.
Yeah.
Until he knows that they're not placing it. Because Wells knows, especially with high school students, all of the
have some halftime scores for you. LCM is leading Silsbee 16-13 at halftime. Vidor is leading Bridge City 42-7 at half. Nederland leads Goose Creek Memorial 38-7 at halftime. Barber Steel is leading Lumberton 51-0 at half. Westbrook leads Central 23-13. And Dayton is leading Livingston 21-0 at halftime.
Charlie, we're still about a minute or so out. Mike said I can give you a 30-second warning, but we're not there yet. And I will also give you a lead up on that trivia question. We're going to do that right after Bob does the stats. I wanted to get the teams through the run-throughs first. Okay, 30 seconds. Go to black and we'll come up from there. Well, our thanks to James and Nick for getting all those scores brought up. It's halftime here at the reservation with the Mustangs ahead of the Indians 27-13. Bob, how do the halftime stats look?
Well, obviously the edge is to West Orange Stark, although P&G closed it down some that last drive before the half. First downs, West Orange 11, P&G 10. Rushing yards, West Orange 59, P&G 30. Passing yards, West Orange 108. P&G 58, so that adds up to 167 total yards for West Orange Stark and 88 total yards for Port Neches-Groves. A.J. Smith 9 of 16 for 58 and 2 TDs. Jimmy Salter 7 of 10 for 108 for West Orange Stark. Womack leading receiver for the Indians, 8 for 34. Clopton 4 for 35 with a touchdown. Rhodes, the big stat guy for West Orange Stark, he had 4 catches for 85. He also had a punt return touchdown.
Okay, and well, Bob, you know, we always like to do trivia contest for you, and we've got one question here, and this is a P&G angled one, but it was made by the Nederland High School Video Tech class led by Lori Hamilton. And let's see if we can get that up on the screen. We have the trivia contest. In what year did the P&G school actually choose the Indian as the mascot?
Charlie, what are you?
Now you know how it is. Now come on, think about how long Port Neches-Groves has been around.
I got to go. I got to go with 1925.
Okay, let's see. Letter D is the choice. Final answer. Let's see what the answer is. There you go,
hey,
Bob.
I'm
You're
2 for 2. On a roll.
We need to stop the games now.
On a roll.
The Olympics are over. All the rings have been won. 1925 is when the Indian was chosen. And in 1980, the Cherokee Nation presented their official seal to Port Neches-Groves, guaranteeing their right to be called Indians because of the pride and tradition shown here. Here's the kickoff. Taken at the 25-yard line by the Mustangs.
Okay, I said P&G was going to get the ball. I guess I was wrong on that.
West Orange had won the toss.
They had deferred. That's right. That's right. They deferred.
So Tremaine Anderson takes the kickoff, gets it back to the 34-yard line.
And once again, I'm in a fog.
Yes, We want to. Port Neches-Groves has got a great press box. It is very good air conditioning. Our
really
windows are
works.
fogged up here, and of course with the humidity outside, because the cold front's going to be pushing through tomorrow. The humidity's higher outside right now, so we're working off of a monitor and a sliver right now of the window. But I'd rather be cold than not. I'll tell you that. Handoff goes to Kane Tisano, and number 22 cuts it back, gets first down yardage to the 48-yard line. 14-yard gain for Tisano, a senior running back.
And this is the second time that play going left has gained significant yardage for West Orange Stark.
Great lead block there by our Tevin McDonald, who knocked down the cornerback coming upfield. Allowed Tisano to get to the outside. First and 10 for the Mustangs. They have a 14-point lead. A little bit tighter play, basically the same thing to Tisano, but he doesn't go outside. He goes ahead and hits it up off tackle. He's going to gain a yard on the play. You try and get the linebackers to overextend, and then you cut it back inside. And that time, number 36 was Hunter Miller. Came in for the Indians, grabbed Tisano, and held on until the cavalry showed up. Second down, 9 to go from the left hash. Two receivers to the left. Quarterback Jimmy Salter for the Mustangs has running backs on either side of him. Fakes the handoff, and it's just a basic swing pass to Rashawn McDonald. Number 5 gets first down yardage. Tackled at the 32-yard line.
So this series kind of looked like the way West Orange Stark started the game. A little inside fake, throws back over here in the flat.
Number 33, Logan Warlick.
Logan Warlick finally runs him down from behind. And the Mustangs have something going.
We've called Warlick's name a lot tonight. That linebacker working from the outside, just roaming the sidelines. Motion to the top of the screen. Handoff to Tisano, but great backside pursuit there. I believe that's I didn't catch the number of number 19 caving it in. Number 49, I think, Austin Milan from the defensive line was the one who caught Tisano from behind.
Tackle.
Yeah, I think it's 49 that really made the stop.
Brings up a second down and 10 for the Mustangs.
Stephen Mangini over there as well. Good play by the defensive line. Second down, 10 yards to go. Empty backfield for Salter. 3 to the left, 2 to the right from the middle of the field. Here's that screen. This time they throw it to the inside receiver.
Didn't work near as well this time. See Logan Warlick on top of the play again. Several Indians around the ball.
Gain of 3 yards, throwing it to the inside guy, trying to get the 2 to block. They got the outside leg, but the linebacker over there was Bradley Broussard, and he was able to take the ball carrier down.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Warlick got blocked off his feet, got back up, and got in on the tackle. That's a really good football player when you can do that. You really want to be there.
Most of us, when we get blocked off our feet, tend to stay there.
Stay down there, yeah.
Third down. Throwback is set up. Salter throws it. Great tackle by the Indians.
Like they were trying to set up a screen, but sure didn't work.
They ran 2 backs over there, Tisano being the lead. You can see here. And then 35 is going to be the tail of Dillard. Get the right side here. Aber Simeon is the one who caught the ball. And it's like they were trying to get everybody to snap on Tisano and throw it behind him.
Hunter Miller did a good job staying home and then closing in to make the tackle. So we're looking at 4th down here, 4th and 8. PNG tightens it up.
Tisano to Salter's right. Tisano rolls to his right. Salter rolls to his right, and there's a drag pattern. Caught for a first down. Jamarcus Rhodes. Everybody's rolling to the right, and he's cutting to the left. In the middle of the field. Salter buys some time, sets up, squares himself. Great pattern there by Rhodes.
Salter did a good job looking away from his receiver. He didn't stare him down like so many high school quarterbacks do. And then at the last minute, he wheeled around and drilled Rhodes.
First down to the 14-yard line of the Indians. Fakes the quick pitch, actually gives it over to Tisano. Good downfield block, but there's a flag thrown into the center of the field from the back judge.
Got a flag on the play.
Play got down to the 7-yard line. Chop block is called against West Orange Stark, and that'll push the Mustangs back on first down.
And that's only the third penalty of the night on West Orange. They had 2 for 27 in the first half.
I'd like to thank IBEW Local 479 for helping us on that, helping provide that trivia question that Bob answered so quickly. I thought we had stumped you there, but I don't know. It's you rationalized your way out of it. That's the way to handle trivial questions.
Well, I knew it was going to be either 25 or 44. Those 2 years couldn't have been later, 65 or 80, whatever was up there.
Early on, they picked the Indians as their mascot.
Yep.
And again, to me, it's symbolic that the Cherokee Nation has given their blessing to them keeping that as a mascot.
Now, not everybody's gotten that blessing, have they?
No, they haven't. First down and 20 to go. Salter looks down the middle, tipped up in the air, and it is caught on the tip by Tremaine Anderson.
Well, you think an interception when the ball gets tipped up like that. And instead,
good defense by the Indians. Just caught it in stride and caught it, again, what do you do with the ball you catch in the air? Run for the other guy's end zone.
It's bad luck for PNG there.
Good shot there by the field cameraman of Sheffield Productions.
Anderson just happened to be running in the right place.
Franco Harris. Kids, go Google it.
Immaculate reception. This is like the 40th anniversary year.
Tisano gets into the end zone over left tackle. Number 22, Kane Tisano, the senior running back for the Mustangs, gets the touchdown. 33-13 now, West Orange Stark.
So the first fourth down conversion, really the big play, I think, in that drive.
There's an injured Mustang on the field being tended to by the staffs. We'll take a quick injury timeout ourselves. We'll be back with the point after attempt in just a moment. Injured Mustang was Dylan Brackens. He was escorted to the sideline. Looked like he was favoring his right ankle. Now the point after attempt. Jaquise Beasley set to attempt the kick again. Good snap and hold, and this one goes through the middle. 34-13, the Mustangs open up a 3-touchdown lead. And again, a very efficient run there by the Mustangs to start off a half. Here at the reservation, the Port Arthur News Friday Night Experience, produced by Sheffield Productions and televised by Fox 4 KB-TV. 18th year of the Friday Night Experience, the second year we've been on Fox 4. We appreciate them working with us, and of course Jim Barton, Legacy Sports Network, and all of our sponsors that help bring us to you.
Yeah, and we've got some good ones and some long-time and loyal sponsors.
BASF Fina Petrochemicals, Lamar University in Beaumont, the Medical Center of Southeast Texas, Lamar State College, Port Arthur, Community Bank of Texas, Market Basket, Motiva Enterprises, 5 Point Community Federal Credit Union, Mike Fulgens at United Coin and Bullion, and Bob, we need to start thinking about the player of the game sponsored by Rick's Auto Body Excellence. It's going to be a hard one to choose right now.
It really is, because there's been so many players involved in big plays tonight.
Beasley kicks it to the sideline. It's going to hit in bounds, be caught with one hand by Corbin Coy. Ball's loose. Referee's right on it. Recovered by the Indians out at the 33-yard line. He caught it with one hand and had it taken away from him.
Pretty dangerous. Ball came flying out of there. Usually the defense will get the ball on that kind of play.
You can see here the replay, the sideline right there in front of the sideline camera, and here comes the hit. Boom, there it goes. Mad scramble, and the Indians get about 6 yards on that forward pass.
Well, Pingy had a great drive to end the first half. Let's see if they can pick it up where they left off.
A.J. Smith hands off to Spencer Womack. Womack gets out to the 35-yard line. A tough 2-yard gain up the middle.
Womack on the carry. Tackle number 21, Colin Denise.
Great little trap block there by Tim Clopton, the slot back coming across in motion. Womack to the left now. He switches over to the right of A.J. Smith. This time they hand it to Rose on the sweep to the right. Rose gets stood up, gets away from the cornerback. The linebackers bring him down at the 38-yard line. Another 3-yard gain for the Indians. Make it a 4-yard gain to the 39. 3rd down and 4 to go. P&G sidelines, of course, covered with purple. First game on the new turf here at the reservation. Smith, quarterback draw, goes up the middle. Taken down by the center of the West Orange Stark line. Daniel Woodson comes up from his linebacker position.
4th and 2. Brandon Faircloth has shown a penchant for gambling. Doesn't look like he's going to do it this time.
Caleb Clark back to punt for the Indians.
Of course, we have seen a punt earlier, a fake earlier tonight. Got to watch that again. Oh.
Another low snap, almost blocked by pressure up the middle. Ball bounces almost on top of one of the Mustangs. You could hear somebody ask, did that hit him? Crowd noise. Very astute crowd here in Port Neches-Groves.
I wish we had had a booth shot, Charlie, to show you sliding along in your chair looking for a hole in the steamed up window so you see where it wound up. Okay. Charlie is on the move. He's
well, yeah, we know how to handle this. I almost was going to make a Peeping Tom joke, but I'm going to avoid that one. We're a family newspaper. Ball is down at the 25-yard line of the Mustangs. 34-13, 4:50 left here in the 3rd quarter. Mustangs have their second offensive possession after holding the Indians. Salter pitches to number 35, Abear Simeon. Tries to get around the left side. Cornerback comes up strong. And again, Logan Warlick is over there to finish off the running back. If it's on the field, Logan wants it. Quick pitch over there. You can see Warlick fights off the block of Dre Spencer to get there.
That's already 7 tackles for Logan Warlick tonight, 7 and a sack. Just very active, really good football player. 1
yard gain, 2nd down and 9. Salter throws over to the left-hand side. A great stand-up tackle there by Dylan Hebert on Dre Spencer.
Complete to Dre Spencer.
Trying the wide receiver screen over there. And Hebert comes up quickly from his spot to make the tackle.
Third down and 7.
Good reaction here by Dylan Hebert. Comes up in nice form tackle.
Excellent, excellent. As my coach used to say, if he can fake his belly button, he's going to beat you.
Yep.
Third down, 7 to go. Indians showing blitz. They send everybody. Pass is caught here on the sideline. Just enough for a first down, and I tell you, Jamarcus Rhodes, yeah, you had to find the little open spot there. Jamarcus Rhodes, a fine awareness of where the first down marker was. He needed to get to the 35, and he gets it at the 36. Great pattern there, you can see. And again, Caleb Clark on the defense, nothing he could do except watch that pass and catch. Two receivers to each side for Salter. He's making an audible. And I tell you what, Abear that time, I keep calling him Abear as if that's his last name, Simeon. Look at that pile go. It's a rugby scrum there, and Indians are saying, look, the whistle was blown back there, we thought.
That's what they thought. It sure is.
That's what Caleb Clark is saying. Yep. Look, the play was stopped.
Hopefully we'll get another look at that, see what's going down here. Apparently no whistle blew, but I think P&G's players really thought that it did. Okay. Right there, the play appears to be stopped.
And Simeon just keeps pushing, and his offensive line help out. Salter fakes the handoff, throws out wide.
Guess who? Guess who ran him down?
Warlick brings down Anderson, Tremaine Anderson, number 9. Again, they love those quick pitches, either a quick pitch or a quick pass over to a side and just play one-on-one. You're running back or receiver against the defender. You need some sure tackles from the defense to keep that from breaking for a touchdown. This time, Simeon gets into the secondary, tackled at the 28-yard line for another Mustang first down.
Simeon ran out of a couple of tackles there. Looked like he was going to be down about 5 yards beyond the line of scrimmage. Watch him keep his legs pumping here. There, slips out of the pack.
Mustangs pick up a first down. Ball spot.
Another first down. West Orange Stark giving signs now, just kind of taking the game over physically.
Abear Simeon scored a 1-yard touchdown in the first half.
P&G could use a turnover.
Here's that screen. Oh, great play by Warlick.
And was it an incompletion or a fumble?
Referees are discussing it.
P&G would P&G coaches giving them a lot of help down
first
there.
Down.
And they
there
did.
You go.
How about it? Hey, who called that turnover?
The band already started Cherokee, so I think the referees might have felt a little help coming to him, but he definitely had taken several steps forward. So we're going to give Logan Warlick credit for knocking the ball loose on that one. And Bob, you called it.
Pretty amazing, isn't it, Charlie?
I should not be amazed, but I tell you.
I am.
Now, people, we're watching this live. I mean, you're seeing it on tape. You know what happened. We're seeing this live. The man to my left just called the turnover.
And
have a piece of pizza. Donnie Broussard from Port Neches Pizza Inn brought us some pizza. That's an extra one for you, Bob.
Give Donnie a shout out there. And
we thank you, Mr. Broussard. It's been many years, and we appreciate it.
P&G really needed to come up with that football. I mean, they were in danger of falling farther behind, and now they need to make something happen offensively.
Coach Cornell Thompson coming out on the field there a moment ago to make sure he understood the call. And, the chain gang's fired up. I tell you, that's number 57, Octavius Cresson, defensive lineman, getting a hold of
Womack
on that running play. Tackled him in the backfield for a short loss, and you can see him pushing off the blocker and just manhandling the young man. Second down and over 10. A.J. Smith fakes 2 handoffs. He's looking deep.
Yep, threw it at his feet. Not a good throw there by A.J. Smith.
A little bit low, bounced off the new turf. It's a great idea, though. You've got the running back faking the end around.
And Logan Chipman was open, just a little low on the throw.
Clock stops at 1:07 in the third quarter. Womack to Smith's left. Makes the handoff to Womack. He stays in to block. Now Smith's in trouble. 2 chasing him. And he is tackled, sacked back at the 19-yard line. The chain gang was able to get rid of their offensive blockers and push the Indians back after that turnover. They're rushing 3 and 6 are back blocking.
And that's almost what you would call a coverage sack, because he did have some time, and finally there was nowhere to go. And commend him for not throwing it up for grabs.
Caleb Clark ready to punt for the Indians. There have been a few low snaps. That's a perfect one. Clark angles it to the right away from the Mustangs.
Look
a
at that
great
bounce.
Indian bounce.
Bounce.
If you could make a 9-iron do that, Bob, you'd be on the tour.
Be awesome. Be out there with Tiger and McElroy.
Rolls down to the 19-yard line. David Coleman's going to have to get out the calculator to figure out how far that punt was. Excellent kick there by Caleb Clark.
I think the receiver must have thought it was going to bounce out of bounds.
As did everybody. First down and 10 for the Mustangs, just inside their 20. There's a flag on the play. Well, I didn't see one. Must have been
that's
back in
because
the
you
cover.
can't. That's because you can't see all the field, Charlie.
Yeah, we're working off of the monitor right now, fans. So what you see is what we see. Is that a personal foul call?
Foul looked like what the signal was. So field position going to be seriously changed here.
11 seconds left in the third quarter. And if it's a 15-yard penalty, it'll be a half the distance from that. Put them inside the 10-yard line. Sure, Coach Cornell Thompson's getting an explanation of exactly what happened there. All we know is it was
half the distance to the goal.
Unsportsmanlike. There you go. Right inside the 10-yard line are the Mustangs. Senior quarterback Jimmy Salter.
And unless this is an incomplete pass, 1 play left in the third quarter.
Kane Tiziano moves to the left halfback position. Gets the handoff, works up the middle. Falls forward for a 2-yard gain. It'll be second down and 8. As we end the third quarter, it is 34-13. West Orange Stark Mustangs over the Port Neches-Groves Indians. The 18th edition of the Port Arthur News Friday Night Experience will be back in just a moment. Fourth quarter now here at the reservation, 34-13. Port Arthur News, Sheffield Productions, and KBTV Fox 4 Friday Night Experience. Quick pitch over to Simeon. Hebert Simeon taken down for a loss. Indians get him on that right to sweep to the right for about a 4-yard loss.
Sean Culpepper, maybe the first one up there. No, 23. Then Culpepper comes along and cleans it up. Dylan Hebert there first.
Also one play. It's going to bring back 3rd down and 11.
3rd down and long for the Mustangs. Offensively, they've been able to do just about everything they needed to do against Port Neches-Groves. When they needed 10, they got 11. Salter sends 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and he rolls to his right. Got Rhodes on a shake route. Passes over.
He had him too.
He did too. The ball was thrown angled a little bit out of bounds. As Rhodes has been, again, with his ability to get the first down. He ran the out route just past the first down marker, but then turned it upfield. Salter unable to make the connection. 4th down for the Mustangs. Indians happy with that showing. Mustangs in punt formation. Short kick. It's going to go out of bounds.
P&G going to get the ball inside the 20-yard line, I believe, or close to it.
Wow, the referees are marking
inside
it.
the 20.
He's
still going.
That is a 6-yard punt.
What an opportunity for the Indians. They've got to cash it in. They're down 3 scores. They could close that to 2 scores here pretty quick.
10 at the Mustangs 15.
And anything can happen at the reservation. You talk about changing momentum. P&G is able to manufacture that on demand here. If the Indian faithful get Cherokee fired up, it's a very intimidating feature of this entire stadium. Has been for decades. Coming out at quarterback is Kai Walker. Sophomore number 14. Spencer Womack to his right, and Womack gets the call. Goes up the middle. 3-yard gain for Womack. A little bit of a fold block there as number 56, the right guard, Chris Mangini, comes over and leads into the hole. Mangini, a nice big guard. Walker fakes the handoff. He's going to be sacked. Lost the ball.
Lost the ball.
And the Mustangs get it back at the 19-yard line. So the
21, Colin Janee coming up with it for the Mustangs, and that's a real downer for P&G to get that kind of an opportunity.
Play action. Walker saw the pressure coming from behind him, didn't lock the ball up, and I tell you, that's Will Moore, number 3, coming off of the corner.
Moore stripped him. Janee gets it, and it'll be tough for P&G now. They could have pushed it in there, gotten it back to a 2-touchdown game, outside chance now. And going against that defense is going to be very tough.
Salter's getting everybody fired up. It's like he pushed all the on buttons for his offensive linemen. Handoff goes to Dylan Hebert, number 23 on the other team, Artavian McDonald.
And you almost think maybe P&G had a little bit of a letdown after that blown scoring opportunity. West Orange pops it out of there. Nice
first down. Ball spotted at the 34-yard.
McDonald scored a touchdown against Little Cypress Mauriceville last week, and you can see the great downfield block, and he tiptoes and gets the first down to the 34-yard line for the Mustangs. 2 receivers to the left. Salter's got 2 halfbacks with him. 1 receiver to the right. Salter gives it off to the right halfback, who is brought down by Bradley Broussard and the ever-present Logan Warlick.
Tackled by Bradley Broussard and Dillard Youngblood.
Tevin McDonald gets the ball.
Pick up a form of
Good tackle there. Dillard Youngblood also in on the play. 4-yard gain for the Mustangs, and they're just knocking the clock down methodically as best they can.
Yeah, that's all they want to do now is run that clock. And 9:40 left in the ball game.
Salter, straight drop back, looks deep, brings it back up. He's moving the motion around, trying to get everybody going. He keeps it, and that might be
He got busted over there on the sideline, and he hops up and saying, "Hey, you didn't hurt me." I don't believe he got it, did he?
He came close. I don't think he got the first down. Chains are not moving.
So it's really good coverage by P&G. He had time. He moved around, directed traffic. Just a great coverage in the secondary.
9-yard gain. It will be a 3rd and 1. And over here it looks like Dillard Youngblood, number 35, is the one who makes the tackle. So 3rd and 1. Salter with 2 halfbacks, 2 wide receivers to the left. And a little bit of a flinch by an offensive lineman.
Yep. Take it back to 3rd and 6.
It's one of the few penalties that the Mustangs have had offensively. Back it up 5, 9:27 left in the game, 34-13 your score.
Good purple pride.
Whoever invented rub-on tattoos, they're making a mint this year. 3 receivers now to the left-hand side. They run the bubble screen to Rhodes.
Not gonna get enough.
Not quite like they did in the first half.
Yeah, West Orange going to wind up having to punt, I would think, with a 3-touchdown lead.
That's completion number 14.
Ball goes to the 41-yard line, and this time the Warlick again, number 33, comes over to force Rhodes back to the inside. Mustangs ready to kick. The Indians drop back 2. Looking for a better punt this time. He's letting the play clock run down. It's at 5 seconds now. Low snap. Pops that punt that time.
A little better punt than the last time.
Taken in the air by Caleb Clark. Number 2 moves the ball forward. It'll be 1st down and 10 now for the P&G Indians, 34-13. We'll take a commercial break and be back in just a moment. Welcome back with us. It's the 4th quarter. 8 minutes, 30 seconds left in the game. A.J. Smith back in at quarterback for the Indians. He throws it over to the right, caught by Jeremiah Rose. Number 85 gets into out of bounds right there at the 40-yard line. Close to a 1st down. The referees are looking at it.
Number 85, Jeremiah Rose.
We haven't had a measurement tonight, have we, Charlie?
Not really.
Indians pick up the 1st down. Lost by
Referees have excellent eyes. And it is a 1st down. 11 yards on that pass play. Signals being sent in from the sideline. 2 receivers to the left-hand side. Smith's looking deep, throws over the top. Almost caught, and the referee says he did hold on to it. Tim Clopton, great concentration by the senior. See it from the top view here. One of the twin sisters, the high-def cameras. He holds on to it. Great catch. Oh, look at that.
I don't know about that.
When he hit the ground, he had it. Not quite. Right there in front of the referee, though. He was watching it. The ground can't cause a fumble, Bob. Oh, there you can see the pressure coming right up the gut. A.J. Smith gets away from two of them, pushes off the third, and gets out of bounds. But, oh, that shot right there of number 21, Colin Janice, blitzing in on A.J. Smith from the get-go. Look at that. Immediate pressure.
Wow.
He gets away from one, gets away from two. A little bit of a stiff arm on Janice. Gets him close to the line of scrimmage.
Pretty good stuff from A.J. Smith. I mean, the guy has a shot at him coming from the blind side and just missed him.
Third down and 6 to go. Smith gives it inside to Womack. Womack makes the cutback, dives forward. He's going to be close.
I guarantee you if he didn't make it, they'll go for it this time.
Referee's looking at it. It's right at it.
Nice move right there.
Fourth down and short for the Indians.
Smith got it.
Pushing it forward. That's what you do with a big, strong senior quarterback.
Indians pick up the first down.
That's about,
A.J. Smith on the
I'm just
quarterback
guessing here, it's about 3 times they've converted on fourth down tonight, isn't it? At least 3 because they had the fake punt too. So I'd say 3 or 4 of their first downs have come on fourth down.
A.J. Smith brings him up. Hand off to Womack. Gets to the 45-yard line to the Mustangs.
Womack on the carry.
About a 1-yard gain, and that's a tough yard against the center of the chain gang.
Joe Lynch and Daniel Woodson on the tackle.
And see here, he's trying to follow the block of Clopton, but linebackers come in from both sides and take him down. Second down, 9 to go. 3 receivers to the left side for Smith. Womack stays in the block. Smith looks back to his right. Oh, just over the head of his receiver. It's number 4, Avery Murdoch, sophomore.
Murdoch was open, just overthrew him, and again, good protection.
3 receivers to one side forces you into single coverage on the backside. Maybe a little bit of air underneath that would have allowed Murdoch to get under it, but if wishes were fishes. Third down and 9 to go for the Indians. Smith sends one in motion, rolls out. He's under pressure, low.
See, that defender got there almost as soon as the ball did that time.
Looked like they were trying to set up the screen pass, the throwback screen to Womack on the right-hand side, and Smith never had a chance. Womack didn't have much either if he had caught the ball.
Look at this. Now, the time he takes 2 steps.
I think that hit Womack on the helmet.
Colin Janee right up in his face coming off the corner, looked like corner blitz.
It's fourth down and 9 for the Indians, and they're going to go ahead and go for it. Smith rolls to his left, and it's caught. The referee says he caught it inbounds. Excellent catch over there by Jeremiah Rose. Great body control on bringing in that sideline pattern pass for a first down.
Another fourth down conversion. That is a bunch of those.
You can see him drag both feet in. It's 2-1-2 as far as getting feet in. 2 in UIL, 1 in college, 2 in the pros. And Rose was able to brag both toes on that new turf. And it looks like I said it was first down, but apparently it was a lot closer than that.
Looked like it was really close.
The Indians are happy. Their drive is alive with 6:12 left in the game. Fort Neches-Groves getting some work on their passing game against the chain gang defense. Smith with Womack to his right. Looks downfield, throws deep. No, I tell you,
on the flag.
They're looking for a flag. There isn't one. Jeremiah Rose was down there, and the defender, it looks like, turned around just in time. to make a good defensive play. Smith throws it deep, gets plenty of air under it this time for Rose. See right there at the very end, I don't know if he turned around or not. Jamarcus Rhodes back on defense himself. Rhodes guarding Rose, and I'm having trouble saying that.
Pressure.
Smith fleshed out. He's going to be sacked.
Wasn't going to get away that time. Is there a flag there? I thought I saw something on the field.
9-yard loss if it stands. I don't know if it was a flag or a towel that got pulled out.
Apparently not a flag.
You can see Smith had trouble right up the middle.
It's a linebacker. Joe Lynch.
Womack tried to hit him low, and Lynch was able to just step over him and make the play.
Kind of a delayed type blitz.
3rd down and 19 to go. 5 seconds left on the shot clock.
Play clock, Charlie.
Play clock, thank you. Oh, overthrown there. As number 11, Logan Chipman, was open, but Smith overthrew the ball, and that was an open pass. You got to play pass and catch there.
Yes, it was. He was very open. Just
Could have gotten back half of the yardage.
Yep. So 4th and long, and really don't have. You just got to go for it now. Of course, that field position dictates you could. If they convert this 4th down, we got something. He's going to pooch punt it.
Quick kick up in the air, and it gets down to about the 22-yard line. So from the quick kick, the Mustangs are able to hold on defense and take the ball over at the 22-yard line. Officially, we've got a little bit over 5 minutes left in the 4th quarter in the ball game. The Mustangs comfortably ahead 34-13. Jimmy Salter's done a great job of running this Mustang offense, scoring 34 points against Port Neches-Groves. Salter comes back up for this drive. Empty backfield. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. He sends Maurice Morris in motion and gives him the handoff. Morris gets to about the 30-yard line for an 8-yard gain. 2nd down and 2 for the Mustangs. Good downfield block there by Rashawn McDonald. One of the few times they were able to keep Logan Warlick off the ball carrier.
Well, all they want to do now is get them a couple of 1st downs, finish it off, and go home and get ready for next week.
3 to the left, along with running back Kane Tizano. Hand off to Tizano. He's got the 1st down. Ball.
Is there a fumble?
Referee saying, pointing to the ground, saying the ball was down. The runner was down after the 1st down.
So why is the clock stopped?
Moving the chains, maybe. Got that 1st down.
Couldn't see that through the fog.
No, Tizano right there. He gets free and the ball comes loose. He was kind of putting it over his head while he was laying on the ground. Of course, the Indians quick to pounce on it. 1st and 10 now. Salter with the inside handoff.
Simeon on the carry for the Mustangs.
Hebert Simeon, number 35, has had some tough yards in the game.
51, Sean Culpepper on the tackle.
Salter just hands it off to him, and everybody drives forward as best they can. It's almost like just a straight zone block. Everybody blocking the guy in front of them, trying to push him with one shoulder or the other. One side or the other and let the running back find the gap. Empty backfield for Salter. Man in motion. He gets the ball, and that's Maurice Morris again. Morris gets to the 44-yard line, close to the first down before he's pushed back.
How tall you reckon Morris is? Look at him.
He was toe on the tackle.
They can't see him out there running behind the offensive line.
And he needs to put the ball in the other hand, and I'm sure they're going to be talking to the young man about that. And the referees give him, I believe it's a first down on that play. Pushed it forward to the 44-yard line.
Charlie, our decision on the Rick's Auto Body Excellence player of the game, I think, is going to come down to Jimmy Salter, 17 of 21 for 184 yards, or Jamarcus Rhodes, who has 7 catches for 111 yards, plus a 49-yard punt return touchdown. I'm kind of leaning toward Rhodes.
I agree with you there. You know, Salter's done a good job as a field general, but some of those catches that Jamarcus Rhodes was making, you know, and the precision of his routes was what really impressed me. If he needed 10 yards, he ran an 11-yard route. Took what the defense gave him and kept the chains moving.
I mean, you couldn't go wrong either way. I mean, 17 to 21, good numbers, although they throw a lot of short stuff. They don't throw the ball down the field a lot.
Well, we gave it to the whole defensive line last week, so we've established a precedence now.
Yeah, I think I'm going to stay with Rhodes. I think he's had a heck of a game.
Rick's Auto Body Excellence Player of the Game, number 14, Jamarcus Rhodes.
A little confusion in the backfield.
And they take advantage of it. Artaven McDonald ends up with the ball, and the running back gets it across the 50-yard line into Indian territory. It's going to be a third down and about 3 yards to go.
Doesn't appear, Charlie, that PNG is going to use timeouts to try to stop it here. I think they realize they're not going to come back and win the game at this point. A little collision there in the backfield.
Well, and to be honest, I don't think McDonald was supposed to get the ball. He was on the wrong side of where the play was going. But you ever seen two pulling guards pull and hit behind the center? That happens on occasion, usually in practice.
Taking a lot of time, letting the clock run down here on third down.
Handoff to McDonald. He's got the first down. It takes it. They have to stop the clock to move the chains.
And they will probably take a knee, and then that'll be it. 34-13, and not all bad for PNG. You get beat 34-13, but they were down 13-0 6 minutes into the game, and since then they've played, I would say totally on even terms, but it's been reasonably even since the bad start. You got to give it to West Orange. This is going to be a very, very good 3A football team. I feel for Bridge City, Orangefield, Hampshire Finette, and some of those folks in 3A that have to deal with this.
Texas Football Magazine had offensive and defensive MVPs from West Orange Stark predicted. Of course, they're predicted to go undefeated and far into the playoffs just like they did last year. I mean, the Mustangs reload. Cornell Thompson getting the win over Brandon Faircloth tonight, 34-13. And our player of the game, again, our Rick's Auto Body Excellence player of the game, number 14 for West Orange Stark, wide receiver Jamarcus Rhodes. And what were his stats again?
7 for 111, and he had a 49-yard punt return touchdown. Jamarcus Rhodes, number 14 for West Orange Stark.
Has the towel covering the floor, but you can see that young man. He's going to be doing very well in the future, and the Mustangs have a lot to look forward to, as do the Indians. Now, for the Port Arthur News Friday Night Experience, next week we will be at Port Arthur Memorial Stadium for Houston Westside against the Titans. We hope you join us then. For Bob West, our statistician David Coleman, I'm Charlie Gellin. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you next Friday.